gentlelady is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise in support of the Klein Amendment. It is imperative that Congress put the brakes on what has become this administration's culture of runaway regulation. Specifically, the amendment under consideration will prohibit the use of funds in the underlying bill for the implementation of a misguided regulation commonly referred as to the gainful employment rule, which has already led to job loss and uncertainty in the proprietary college sector. Moving forward, I'm concerned that this rule will jeopardize access to many educational and training programs that provide students with skills to meet the demands of an ever-changing labor market. In function, this rule would prohibit college programs from receiving federal student loans unless new, complicated loan repayment criteria are met. As such, the rule incentivizes institutions to pursue only those repayment plans which satisfy arbitrary government goals rather than the plans that best fit students' needs. This narrow focus on loan repayment also ignores measures of seemingly equal importance such as on-time graduation rates and career placements. Equally troubling under the rule, proprietary institutions would sadly be forced to navigate an additional restrictive layer of federal bureaucracy requiring federal approval in order to offer any new program. Unfortunately, this provision fails to realize it is the agile nature of these proprietary institutions that uniquely positions them to help unite a properly equipped workforce with employers in today's uncertain job market. By unduly restricting the flexibility, we risk failure to capitalize on emergency economic opportunities. Moreover, the gainful employment rule applies almost exclusively to one sector of higher education, the proprietary schools, which tend to teach job-specific skills, often to at-risk populations such as low-income, minorities, single parents, high school dropouts with GEDs, and first-generation college students who do not have financial help from parents. Somehow there is a notion that the bad actors of the federal higher education loans is exclusively within the proprietary college sector. This is preposterous. But the fact is that the administration has chosen to discriminate against these schools. The fact remains a student can graduate from any institution of higher education with inadequate income to repay their debts, and students should not suffer simply because the school that best suits their needs operates under a for-profit model. I have repeatedly asked the Department of Education to refrain from implementing this rule until we have clear data on the state of the nation's overall higher education system. If the administration were serious about addressing unscrupulous recruiting practices at the college level, this data would be compiled and made public, and particularly and available to members of Congress. As it stands, we have little more than this singular last-minute vote to slow down the administration's race to squeeze the for-profit sector out of existence. And I would yield back.
Gentlelady yields back her time.